Hello, and welcome to Color Commentary. I'm TJ, your average fan, and I'll be talking to you today about DC and Warner Brothers movie, The Batman. The Batman. What can I say about this movie? This is the non-spoiler part of it. I thought it was a decent movie. I thought it was good. It had some issues, which we'll discuss later. and I enjoyed, the look of it, the feel of it. Um, I thought it was a really good story. Special effects were done very nicely. I thought the writing was okay. Some of the lines were like, but yeah. Overall, I thought it was a good movie. I would give this movie, if I had to give it a number, probably like a 7, maybe. Wasn't exactly 8, but I'd give it a 7. And so now we're going to get into spoilers! Okay. The Batman. Well, let me just say, Robert Pattinson was able to pull off being Batman. Not so much Bruce Wayne. Was not feeling the Bruce Wayne on this. This was not good. Wasn't feeling Gordon. Man, I mean, I like the guy that plays him in this movie, but this wasn't necessarily the part. He was a little bit too gruff, he didn't have enough energy, Gordon don't be like bouncing off the walls, but he don't be, super deadpan either, He has some type of life and energy to him, man. I wasn't getting it from this one. Then there's Catwoman. I'm gonna just go by characters first. And there's Catwoman, who she moved, looked, and felt like a Catwoman. I was feeling her as Catwoman. I enjoyed that. Selena, you did a great job. Who else we got? Oh, we got the Penguin, who I enjoyed. I still don't see how they're going to give him a TV show. Don't see how that's happening. But yeah, I thought the Penguin was a good character in this movie, as well as Falcone. Falcone was perfect. Good character there. Enjoyed that. And then we have the pièce de résistance, the Riddler, who I gotta say is miles above the last time we seen Riddler in a movie. But it was kind of weird. It took me a minute to get adjusted to him, but at the end of the day, I did enjoy this version of the Riddler. Now, let's talk about this movie, because it was a mystery, which I enjoyed. I liked seeing Batman do detective stuff, But some of the mistakes, like when they found the thumb drive in the mayor's car, and then put it in Gordon's computer, and then ended up sending out them pictures to everybody. That's a mistake. Batman, you know better. You're supposed to have a private, secure thing. You stick something in, you're fine, so it can be cut off from everything else. You know better. But again, year 2 Batman, so lots of mistakes, like when he glided down and did not have a good landing on that. I will admit some of the CGI on that role that he did wasn't all that great, but I enjoyed that scene. I thought it was rough. I was like, ooh, he made it. Got to do some better with the gliding, sir. Learn how to glide a little better. The mystery of who is doing the killing once they figured out who it was, and then trying to track this person down to come to find out that they was across the street from the Iceberg Lounge the entire time. Then the 44 Below Club, I like the name of that. That was like, okay, Iceberg Lounge, 44 Below. I'm feeling y'all on that. Selena being totally about trying to figure out what happened to her friend, where did she go? I was feeling that whole storyline. What did he think when she went in there? Like, if she found out some information about that girl, she was just gonna stop and do what you wanted her to do? No, she's gonna go follow and find out what happened to that girl. So Batman, dummy on you for thinking she was just gonna follow your instructions. All the scenes of Batman, I enjoyed. I enjoyed all of the fights. I enjoyed seeing him walk around in that suit. It was so raw, and the heaviness, and the boots, and boom, and even the car. The car was cool. The car wasn't as cool as I thought it was gonna be. Not cool as they made it look in the commercials, but I still thought the car was cool. It's like, okay, prototype car, we're gonna get some improvements on that. What else I got to say? about this movie. I mean, it was a good movie. It was good. I thought the whole thing at the end with the seawalls and the mayor elect and trying to save the people, I was like, okay, or whatever. You know, the whole jumping to make sure that they cut the cord so they didn't get electrocuted. Yeah, okay. You know, even my husband was a bit confused on that one. Like, what? So what happened? Did he just, what is he doing in the water? Like, no, he cut the cord so that it wouldn't reach. And he like, oh, okay. You know, one of the few times we've seen him use his batarangs, you know, I think he used them all twice the whole movie. They could have did more with that, you know what I'm saying? Or even the braces. I guess I thought they were like arrows or something he shot out, but they were actually like a gauntlet. Because when dude hit him with a thing, he kept hitting him. He kept blocking with him on his wrist. So I'm like, okay, that's what those are. I did notice that the little spiky things on the arm moved. So I'm like, okay, prop department, those supposed to be a little more stiff. That does look like a costume. I'm like, oh my god. Okay. Listen, people. As much as I'm ragging on it, I did enjoy it. I thought this movie was good. This is a good, interesting Batman movie for it to be an independent type deal. Now, if they're gonna continue it and make it split off into something else, maybe give Matt Reeves a second and a third movie. Okay. But yeah, that's the Batman for me. It was good. I enjoyed the little wannabe post-credit scene with the Joker or whatever. Ha ha ha. That didn't really, well, I wasn't feeling that scene no way when he was talking to the Riddler, and I'm like, what's happening right now? And then so to see who it is and then that laugh, I'm like, oh no, here's another thing I have to adjust and get used to, because that whole Bruce Wayne, oh my god, he pissed me off so bad as Bruce Wayne. Even after Alfred got blew up, he cared so much. He came to the hospital, and his first thing, this man, happy to see you, he wake up smiling like, oh, Bruce is here. You lied to me my whole life. Really? Are you feeling okay? Okay, that's good. You lied to me. That's how that should have went. Otherwise, you just sound like you don't give a crap about Alfred. You don't give a crap about nothing and nobody. Just like the Real lady was trying to tell him, don't care about nothing. Maybe you should start caring, Bruce. Care. You have billions of dollars. Try using them in that way as well to help the city. Which is what he realized at the end when the Riddler goon said, I'm vengeance. And he's like, okay, I gotta be more than vengeance. I gotta be hope. You know, and I'm like, okay, it took that, all of this for you to finally get that, even though people in your life been telling you that all along. Okay, Bruce. Yeah. Robert Pattinson, not Bruce Wayne. The hair, the suits, the look. Bruce is supposed to be a bit upbeat and smiling, and I understand he's not really feeling being Bruce Wayne right now, but you've been Bruce Wayne your whole life, so has this really been you the entire time? Like a sucky, depressing looking emo kid? Like what? Wasn't feeling it. Then the connection they kept trying to make between him and the mayor's son and being an orphan and orphan in the tower, which is what Riddler was pissed about. His father making that mistake and having Falcone take care of that reporter. His father knew. I'm going to say his father didn't know what Falcone was going to do. He knew. He already had tried to bribe the man. The man didn't want to take the money. There was only one option left, take him off the board. And he knew exactly. So don't try to make it seem like Bruce's father didn't know what he was doing when he went to Falcone and told him to handle the situation with him. Could you, man? Would you please? Yeah, he knew. I'm not finna try to sugarcoat and make an angel out of him. No way. And I'm mad that Bruce was trying to keep it like that. But, some kids do have that way with their parents. They put them on pedestals, that they can't do no wrong. They forget that they are human beings and they make mistakes. Your parents make mistakes. They're just like you. Didn't know that, huh? Okay. But you're a Batman and you running around in a costume, but you didn't know that. You didn't realize this fundamental fact of life. Sure. So that was the Batman. I'm hoping that when we finally get to the other heroes, that they are better off, like The Flash, which has been pushed again. Thanks, Ezra Miller. And Aquaman 2, can't wait for that. Shazam 2. Can't wait for that. Come on, DC. They got a restructuring going on. Hopefully, this will all improve. Um, it made its money, but could have been better. It really could have. You know, but most people won't like, but I did enjoy the detective work. Him going around, figuring out stuff, finding clues, stuff that the forensics people was like, what is he looking at? Oh, let me take a picture of it. I didn't even see that. I love that. I'm like, yeah, because he's gonna notice it all. He's gonna see everything. He's gonna scan the room and get it. So that was the Batman. I'll see you guys another time for another movie. You all have a great day.